Let's talk real talk for a second. I have a question for you. Do you think weight loss surgery is effective long term? What if I said it doesn't work unless you do? Do you agree? Surgery is just one tool. It's time to put the other tools in the toolbox because it's your body, your health, your life. In this video, I'm going to suggest 10 things you must quit if you want long term success after surgery. But before you go any further, you need to decide one of two things. Are you going to behave like a person who has lost 100 pounds or a person who's trying to lose 100 pounds? Or are you going to continue to behave like a person who carries around 100 pounds? Hi, if you're new here, my name is Carrie and I lost 130 pounds. I was sleeved in early 2019 and I maintained that loss of 130 pounds for almost 3 years now. And yes, through a pandemic. I decided before taking on this journey of surgery and weight loss is that I was done with the roller coaster ride of loss, regain, loss. I had tried all the things for many years and I just wanted something different. I wanted to be my best self, living my best life. Do you want that? I spent the last 2 years of my journey getting all the training I possibly could, doing all the research, learning all the skills and strategies, because I knew that this journey was not a straight line. I knew that surgery was just one tool in the toolbox, and I needed to master the other skills so that I could have long-term success. And it is one of the reasons I started this channel. I wanted to help myself and I wanted to help others that maybe were struggling with learning how to master those skills and strategies. If you're ready to hear some of these things, then give it a thumbs up so that you can help others along their journey. And if you haven't subscribed yet, where have you been? Here are the 10 things I had to quit. Number one, quit other people. Especially in the beginning stages, everyone seems to have an opinion, or even worse, a horror story. And I love how people are all of a sudden expert on weight loss, on bariatric surgery, and all the things. Am I right? Here is the criteria that I use to decide who stays and who goes. Or even maybe not so dramatic, but the criteria that I use to decide who I listen to and who I don't. Have they done or doing what I'm intending to do? Are they more successful long term in the weight loss journey than I am? Are they living the type of life I want to live? And I have to be kind of self reflective and a little bit critical because there's lots of people living a very successful journey after weight loss surgery, but it's not the life that I want to live. If they don't fit in this area, I really use kind of a grain of salt when I'm deciding if I want to listen to them or not. Now, what about my loved ones? Of course, it's not that I won't listen to their feedback, but I'm going to be very concerning about it. I have to ask myself, does it serve me? Does it serve me well? Does it help me to keep moving forward? I've recognized that if they're on the negative side and they have all their opinions that are not serving me, I need to also remind myself that this is new for them too. And most likely they're speaking out of fear, either trying to protect me or maybe even a little jealous that I've decided to put myself first. So when you're deciding if you need to quit other people, you really have to think about who is this source that's talking to you and what lens are they looking through. Number two, quit toxic people and toxic energy. Be mindful of quality over quantity. Even now that I say that, it goes for food as well. Something that Oprah Winfrey said once a long time ago was, I only want people in my life that are more happier for my success than I am for my success. We need to set boundaries around toxic people, toxic energy, toxic food, and toxic behavior. Define those boundaries to block and protect yourself. Quit short-term thinking, especially in the beginning when you get home from surgery or those first couple weeks, or even, I'm sorry to tell you, healing takes up to 6 months to really truly heal from bariatric surgery. It can take up to 6 months. So in those early stages, quit that short-term thinking. You're only just trying to survive. Short term thinking is not going to help you. It's a long term game, it's the long game. But also, as losing starts to slow down, your restriction maybe is getting less and less. You've started to kind of try the things that you think will impact you, and they're not really impacting you like they did at the beginning. It's super easy to succumb to that shiny penny syndrome. Ooh, there's a shiny penny over here. Oh, I'm going to look that way instead of keeping your eyes on the long game. You start to fall prey to the kind of magic thinking, the quick fix. You start to get desperate and try all those short term ways to lose the weight fast and quick and lots, like the pills and the revisions and the resets. Now, hear me, I'm not saying that a revision is not necessary. There are people who are out there that are facing very serious complications that the only way that can help them is a revision. So please do not take away that I'm saying that revisions aren't necessary. But what I am asking you is, are you one of those people that needs a true revision? Or are you considering a revision as one of those short-term thinking situations? You're considering a revision because all of a sudden you stop losing weight or you regain that weight. I get it. You're desperate. You're feeling desperate and frustrated and anxious, and you want to try all the things. But remember, a lot of them did not work for you before surgery and will not work for you long term now. Every decision you make, you need to make sure it aligns with your goal, your bigger why. And your bigger why should be more than just losing the weight. And if that decision, that help, that assistance, that pill, that special diet does not align with your goal and your bigger why, then don't do it. The truth is, the longer you are at this, the more you're going to have to train yourself to say no. Keep your eye on the larger prize. This is called legacy thinking. Think about what your 90-year self would say about your decision making regarding your long term success. Number 4, quit drinking or other transfer addictions. Now, I've not been a big drinker, but I'm using alcohol as one of the examples as a transfer addiction. Sometimes I know for me, I have an addictive personality, food addictions, sugar addictions. I just have that kind of personality. It was before surgery, and it's not magically going away after surgery. Your time and your efforts are super, super valuable. You really do need to be dialed in and mentally focused for this journey. I don't like the feeling of being out of my element or out of my control. So, one of the examples is just drinking too much. I don't want to be foggy or unclear. Now, that doesn't just mean it's alcohol. If you're kind of leaning towards some of those other transfer addictions, and that can be exercise, sex, shopping, anything that you replace kind of your food addiction with another addiction, another behavior that seems to get out of control, all you can focus on, and you're just transferring that food addiction to something else to fill a gap or a void that you haven't done the work on. I decided to be really mindful of my time. I have a drink every once in a while. There's no judgment, no shame, no guilt here. But I'm super aware of my addictive behavior. What are some things you have to consider quitting so that you can keep moving forward? Number 5, I need to quit buying into my own crap. As you get along further in your journey and you're starting to feel some success, you're feeling good, you're seeing some progress, you're getting some results, it is pretty easy to say, hey, I got this. No worries. I got this. I'm pretty sure I have the answers. I know what to do. I'm doing all the things and it's working for me. You're gaining some traction, some momentum. And yes, of course, you want to celebrate all those wins. You deserve it. You worked hard for it. But on the flip side, if you start believing too much into your crap and your success, you start to forget where you started. I know for me, that is super dangerous for me to forget where I came from and where I started. Don't ever forget the beginner's mindset. I remind myself, I even try to act every day like it's my first day, like it's day one, like I really, really want this. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to be successful. I keep learning, researching, preparing, and moving forward. I'm pretty self reflective, I'm pretty observant of what I'm doing right and what I'm possibly doing wrong, and I adjust. That day one mentality keeps you scrappy, keeps you eager, keeps you on your toes. Yes, celebrate your successes, but just be a little humble as you move down that road. If you start to forget some of those fundamental basic skills, it's pretty fast, it's pretty amazing how fast you'll go backwards. Quit spending your time on doing the wrong things. I think most of us know, honestly, if we're super honest with ourselves, what those wrong things are. Focus your time and efforts on things that are actually working. Know your value and the value of each minute of every day. Know the value of every behavior and action you take. It's as simple as don't waste time. Quit perfection. It has to be about progress, not perfection. You do not need to be perfect to make progress and be successful. Perfection is just a way to protect yourself and procrastinate. Actively show up each day. Accept that there is ups and downs, wins and challenges, and not a perfect straight line. Quit comparison. Protect your energy, your space, and your mindset. Remember, don't compare your beginning to someone's middle or compare your middle to someone's end. Let's be honest, you don't know their story, you don't know their history, you don't know their health or even their life choices. You're just seeing a snapshot in time, maybe even filtered. If you keep comparing yourself to others that you don't really know, you're just going to end up miserable. I'm going to remind you of this. I know you've heard it before. I have to remind myself of this many times. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody's journey is unique. Everybody's body is different. We come from different lives, different health issues, different histories, and we're all participating in different programs. Be content in staying in your own lane. You can't make predictions. A lot of this is self-discovery, and you have to kind of experience your own journey. Quit normalcy and certainty. That's an odd one, right? What do I mean by that? The real truth is you have a new normal. Try to embrace that and even thrive on that fact. Remember, we have to adjust our lives. This is a lifestyle change. If you're thinking that this journey is about doing all the hard work and then just reverting back to the old ways and you still want to have long-term success, you're mistaken. Do I mean that you're never going to be able to eat certain things ever again? That might be something you choose to do. Doesn't mean that's in stone. The thing is, if you want long-term success compared to what you were doing before surgery, you're going to have to adjust the way you eat, how you eat, what you eat, how much you eat. You have to be your own detective. You have to be super aware of what your body is telling you it wants and what it doesn't want. Your body will give you signs. Things really shouldn't stay the same after surgery. You were a risk taker when you elected to have this surgery. Continue to build on that now. It's a journey. It's a journey of self-discovery. It's about how to navigate the ups and downs, how to overcome challenges. Those challenges didn't just go away because you had surgery. There's not 100% certainty, and your life is not going to be normal. I had to quit my scarcity mindset. It is not about the destination. It really is about the journey. There's hard work. Remember all those people that told us we're taking the easy way out? It's not the easy way out. There's hard work. It's natural to fall into that scarcity mindset, but you have to work on this daily. You deserve to have success. You deserve to overcome. You deserve to live the life that you want, being your best self. Stop saying, I don't deserve this. Stop saying, I can't do this. Stop saying, I regret this. If you haven't thought about it before, define success for you. What does it look like? My friends, the universe is listening. Put out in the universe what you want. Be grateful for what you have. So I ask you again, are you willing to behave like a person who's lost 100 pounds? I get it. It's not easy to quit something. It takes courage to make that decision and commit to what you really, really want. So, what I said to myself, what I'm saying to you is be brave and go ahead and quit what is not working for you.